This poor girl lost her parents at a young age. When she can't get over this grief, she makes a deal with two creepy demons who promise to bring her parents back, but not for free. In the middle of Rustbank, a small and peaceful town, there lived an 8-year-old girl named Catherine. Her parents owned the town's most famous place, the Rustbank Brewery. After finishing their daily work, the family was heading back home, but it was raining very heavily. Catherine's mother suggested that they should pull over the car till the rain stops, but her dad wanted to reach home as it was just on the other side of the bridge. Catherine was sitting in the back seat eating her candy. As she took a big bite, a creepy worm jumped out. Catherine screamed in fear, which distracted her dad, and he lost control of the car. It fell off the bridge and drowned in the sea. Catherine's mother threw her out of the window and asked her to swim to the surface while she tried to rescue her unconscious husband. Unfortunately, Catherine was the only survivor of this incident and kept blaming herself for the death of her parents. Several years have passed by, but she still wishes to get back her parents, but it's definitely impossible. However, there's someone who can help. It's not the angels, but the creepy demons living in the underworld. The biggest one is Buffalo Belzer. He is the owner of Scream Fair, the scariest yet most famous place in the underworld. He also has two sons named Wendell and Wild. They are responsible for putting hair cream on Belzer's scalp so he doesn't go bald. Wild is a little mischievous and often brings trouble. He has been eating the hair cream without Belzer's permission. Wendell scolds him multiple times as they can get locked in jail if Belzer finds out, but Wild really likes the soothing effect of the cream on his stomach. To prove his point, he forcefully makes Wendell eat the cream. The both demons start to hallucinate and see a vision of Catherine. Once it ends, they get back to work. Meanwhile, Catherine has grown up into a rebellious teenager. She is just 13, but has committed several small crimes and stayed in the custody of the police. The authorities eventually decide to put her in a Catholic school in her hometown so she can learn to become a better person. While traveling to the school, Catherine passes through the same bridge on which her parents met the accident. Then she notices her family brewery, which had caught a fire in which all workers died, but Catherine wasn't informed about it. She also passes by her house and remembers the beautiful life she had with her family. If she hadn't screamed that night, everything would have been fine. After the brewery fire, the town gradually destroyed, and eventually all the people left except a few families. The caretaker drops Catherine at the school and advises her to behave like a good girl. At the gate, she meets her 3 class fellows, Siobhan, Sweetie, and Sloan. Surprisingly, they are really sweet and are willing to help Catherine heal. They also offer to carry her bags, but Catherine keeps avoiding them. Suddenly, she sees a vision of a stone falling down and immediately pushes away Siobhan. The girls get really impressed and become more fond of Catherine. Raoul, the only boy in this school, is witnessing everything from the roof, and he also finds Catherine interesting. After a while, she is taken to meet the father-level bests. He is a really polite old man who wants to give Catherine a second chance to make her place in the society. She is given a uniform and guided to her room. The class will start soon, so she should get ready. However, Catherine has her own unique punk style. She redesigns her uniform and walks through the corridor holding the music player on her shoulder. All the students and teachers get disturbed by the loud music, but avoid scolding Catherine on her first day. She reaches the classroom and notices Raoul. She calls him a murderer because the stone fell from where he was standing, but Raoul explains that it was just an accident. He was on the roof to complete his art project. Raoul offers to be Catherine's friend, but she clearly says that she doesn't get close to people because whoever is close to her dies. Before Raoul can respond, the teacher, Sister Helly, enters the class and starts her science lesson. She brings a mimic octopus with her and shows the student its characteristics. The teacher calls Catherine to have a closer look, but as soon as Catherine gets near the table, she feels a sudden pain on her hand. The teacher takes her outside and tells that the mark appearing on her hand is a sign that she is special, but Catherine must not tell anyone about this. Siobhan and other girls start assuming that Catherine is a sorceress or an interpreter, but Raoul tells them to leave the poor girl alone. Meanwhile, in the underworld, Wendell and Wild receive a message bubble that announces that they have gotten a Hell Maiden. It's no other than Catherine. Her hand is marked so the demons can recognize her easily. The demons get really excited because a Hell Maiden has the power to summon demons into the living world. They plan to eat hair cream and use the visions to communicate with Catherine. Meanwhile, in the living world, Siobhan's parents, Irmgard Klaxon and Lane Klaxon, are planning to get rid of the council members so they can take over the whole town. They own a private prison company called the Klax Corp. The father is with them too because they sponsor his school. Irmgard is really angry at the father for being useless to them and says that she will no longer support him. Hearing this, Father Levelbests reminds her that he witnessed how the Klaxons burned the brewery. If he tells the police, they will be behind bars. The evil couple is not getting blackmailed so easily. Instead, they kill the father mercilessly and throw him in the river. However, their dirty secret will not be hidden for long. Raoul's mother, Mariana, is investigating this case for a logo time. She suspects the Klaxons, but has no strong proof. Later that night, Catherine suffers from a nightmare, where she repeatedly sees the moment when the unfortunate accident occurred. Suddenly, Wendell and Wild appear in her dream and introduce themselves. They want to get summoned to the living world, and in exchange, they will do anything for her. Catherine clearly says that all she wants is getting back her parents, and the demons agree to do that. They tell Catherine to find the teddy bear that gave her the hand mark. She has to take the bear to the graveyard during the next full moon, and the teddy bear will tell her what to do further. She must also take a witness with her. When Catherine wakes up, she sneaks into Sister Helly's classroom and steals the bear from her desk. Meanwhile, Wendell and Wild are really happy to see their plan working. They want to construct a fair in the living world, which will be bigger and better than Scream Fair. But there's one little problem. The demons promised Catherine, but they don't know how to bring the dead back to live. While thinking that, they run over the cart on a tick and it dies. Wild accidentally figures out that the hair cream can bring the dead tick back to life. This hair cream can help them fulfill Catherine's wish. The next morning, the school finds the father's dead body and holds the funeral. Everyone leaves after burying the dead body, but Catherine sneaks out along with Raoul so she can carry out her mission. They reach the cemetery and stop at Catherine's parents' graves. Afterward, she asks the teddy bear what to do. The bear starts speaking and tells Catherine to repeat the chant after it. It's the summoning spell. The demons can hear it too. They put stuff in their beds so Belzer doesn't realize they are missing. Afterward, they get on their cart and head to the living world. But they lose their way and appear in front of the wrong grave. Catherine assumes that the demons lied to him, so she decides to return to the school. Sister Helly finds them on the way and accompanies them to school. Meanwhile, the demons notice the father's grave and decide to test the hair cream on him. After bringing him back to life, they also give him a makeover and ask for a good payment. They need to have money to build the amusement park. The father shows them the town and explains that there's no banks or industries, so nobody has money to give them. If they want to earn money, there's only one way: the Klaxons. If the demons bring back the dead guards and they vote for the Klaxons in the council, the Klaxons will be very delighted and pay the demons as much as they want. The demons agree as they can't find their Hell Maiden anyway. After reaching the school, Sister Helly advises Catherine to keep her secret safe, but Catherine isn't in the mood of talking. She also behaves rudely to poor Shaban and tells her that the Klax Corp is nothing more than a torture. After resting for the night, Catherine feels better in the morning and joins the class. Raoul believes that the demons aren't real, and they must be some students dressed up in costumes. However, Catherine is pretty sure that Wendell and Wild were her personal demons, but they lied to her. Suddenly, they hear an announcement from the school office, and it's no other than Father Levelbests. Everyone is shocked how a dead person returned, but they are also happy to get back their father. Catherine rushes to the office and assumes that the father has stolen her wish from the demons. Raoul also gets angry at the father and says that instead of being rude, the father should be grateful to Catherine because she is the one who summoned the demons. The father finally shows his evil side and orders the nuns to punish both Catherine and Raoul. However, Sister Helly is still there to investigate the incident. She also has some unusual powers and goes to her secret hideout to meet Manberg, the janitor. He seems like an ordinary man, but he secretly works as a demon hunter. He has a huge collection of demons. Sister Helly is also a Hell Maiden, and when she was 12, she also summoned demons, but luckily she gained control over her power. Manberg also wanted to help Catherine, but he couldn't recognize her powers because Sister Helly took away his teddy bear. But she couldn't handle this matter, and the teddy bear slipped to Catherine's hands. Now they must find Catherine to catch the demons and stop the chaos. Catherine and Raoul are locked up by the nuns and forced to write the apology note. After a while, the nuns fall asleep and Catherine uses this chance to escape through the window along with Raoul. Meanwhile, the father meets with the Klaxons who can't believe their own eyes. Irmgard rushes to kill the old man once again, but he claims to have a great offer for them. He introduces them to the demons and explains that they will bring the guards back to life and prepare them to vote for the Klaxons in the council meeting tomorrow. The Klaxons get really happy and promise to pay a big amount in exchange for this favor. Wendell and Wild want to bring back Catherine's parents too, as they promised. But the father exaggerates the situation and says that the demons shouldn't bring anyone else to life besides the guards. The stupid demons agree easily and head to the guards' graves. Catherine also reaches the cemetery and scolds the demons for deceiving her. The demons agree to help her too, but they want her to promise to serve them for an eternity. It sounds totally ridiculous, but Catherine apparently agrees for the sake of her parents. The demons get delighted and give her the first task. She has to bring some food for them as they feel really hungry. They also want Raoul to work and orders him to help in getting the guards' coffins outside. Once that is done, the demons use the hair cream to wake up all the dead bodies. Then they give them a makeover so they can look presentable at the council meeting. Catherine isn't back yet, so the demons start eating the cream while waiting for her. Raoul stops them from wasting the cream as there will be no left for Catherine's parents. But the demons have no plan for helping her anyway. They only care about the Klaxons as they will pay to build the amusement park. Seeing this situation, Raoul waits for the demons to fall asleep. When that happens, he steals the cream and rushes to the graves of Catherine's parents and brings them to life. Unfortunately, the demons catch him and decide to punish him for stealing. Meanwhile, Catherine passes by her house and notices the lights. She rushes inside and gets surprised to see her parents. They feel bad when they hear how Catherine kept blaming herself for their death. Accidents can happen to anyone. It's not entirely her fault. Her parents also mention that Raoul is the one who brought them, and he must be in danger. They want to help him, but Catherine can't risk losing them again, so she rushes to do it by herself. The demons have captured Raoul in a cage which is guarded by the demon's pet. Catherine distracts the pet with the food she brought and helps Raoul escape. Before leaving, she takes off her shoes and puts some hot sauce on it so the demons will assume that their pet has eaten Catherine and Raoul. Meanwhile, in the underworld, Belzer's hair is falling off and he calls for his sons. When he realizes that the demons have escaped, he also plans to go to the living world to bring back Wendell and Wild. Catherine returns home, but Sister Helly catches her at the gate. She scolds her for stealing the teddy bear and summoning the demons. Now she also has to fix the mess she created. At first, Catherine refuses to cooperate, but when she sees the overpowering effect of her hand mark, she finally accompanies Sister Helly to the school. They meet Manberg, who immediately figures out that Catherine has sworn slavery to the demons, as a result of which, the demonic fever is spreading throughout her body. He suggests they should put the girl in quarantine, but they don't have that much time. The demons are raising the army of the dead and only Catherine can stop them. Sister Helly takes the risk of performing a deadly ritual. She blood binds herself with Catherine and gets inside the redemption chamber. The next morning, the council members collectively agree to shut down the Klax Corp, but suddenly, the guards arrive to cast their votes. They all are in the favor of Klax Corp and succeed in getting the permit to keep running the business. The Klaxons get delighted after receiving this news and pay a lot of money to the father for completing this task. Siobhan confronts her parents and says that their business is just earning piles of money for keeping the prisoners, but they are not provided with healthy food and basic necessities. Instead of getting ashamed, the Klaxons admire their daughter for guessing their business model. They pretend to give a second chance to kids like Catherine. They make sure the kids fail so they can be put in their prison and keep bringing funds. Siobhan feels disappointed and decides to handle this matter by herself. She can't let her parents build another torture cell like their current prison. Meanwhile, Catherine is in the redemption chamber where Sister Helly reveals that Catherine's bitter memories are the fuel to her demonic fever. She has to heal herself by getting over the past. Her memories are haunting her like a monster which she must defeat. Catherine finally let go of her past and accepted that her parents were killed by accident and not because of her. After defeating the monster, Catherine finally gains control of her powers and she can foresee the future. Now she must hurry to stop the demons. On the father's orders, the demons have kidnapped Catherine's parents and prepare to kill them, but luckily, Catherine reaches there in time to stop it. After a while, Siobhan arrives too and reveals that the Klaxons are planning to build another prison, and the money they gave to the father is fake. After hearing this, the demons agree to help in stopping the Klaxons. Before they can proceed to do that, Belzer arrives. He tells Wendell and Wild that he loves them, and he used to have a lot of kids, but they all escaped to the living world and never came back. Hearing this, Manberg brings his collection, which is all the demon kids of Belzer. In exchange, Belzer agrees to spare the humans and return back to the underworld. But he let Wendell and Wild stay so they could build their dream park. But firstly, they need to stop the Klaxons. Raoul rushes to raise the dead brewery workers so they can tell the police that the Klaxons were behind the fire. Meanwhile, others rush to stop the Klaxons from demolishing the town. The police arrive soon and arrest the Klaxons for the evil deeds they have been doing for so long. Catherine feels relieved to see everything getting back in place, but there's some bad news for her. The hair cream has a temporary effect, and it's time for her parents to go back to their graves. Catherine foresees the beautiful future of the town and tells it to her parents so they can rest in peace. Catherine feels sorry for her parents, but the demons tell her a secret. The fair they are going to construct will be accessible to both the living and the dead. So, even in the afterlife, Catherine's parents can also enjoy the same rides as their daughter.